Good evening and welcome to Foxcroft Academy for tonight's varsity playoff action in Class D. It's the Foxcroft Academy Ponies taking on the Belfast Lions. My name's Zach White. I've got Mark Calden with me. We're going to be doing the commentary for you this evening. Mark's also producing this one, and we've got Emily Yos on camera doing the camera work. Mark, I'm excited to be here. Anytime we can be in a playoff atmosphere and setting, it's always fun, and I expect to see some good action out there on the field.
Yeah, certainly. It's great. These kids out here, this quarterfinal game, obviously we know who's the favorite. We know who's the underdog. But the Belfast kids are just glad to be here and get another chance to play in the 2024 season, especially the seniors. It's good that they get to play another game. For the younger kids, it's a good experience. As you get to play on Oaks Field on a Friday night in early November. Doesn't get much better than that, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and Mark, you mentioned the field a moment ago. I guess that's a good time to kind of bring up on-field conditions. Anytime we're now into November here in the state of Maine, and I think everyone in the local area can attest, it's been kind of some weird weather this week. Obviously, the two very warm days. Mark and I were down on the field earlier. There were some sprinkles before the game started, a little rain in the air, but overall, Mark, field felt pretty good, and I expect some good conditions out there tonight for the athletes.
Yeah, I do too, and in Foxcroft's ground game can definitely take advantage of this good field.
And on the other side, talking to Coach Fairbrother for the Lions, might as well start there, talking about what we might see and how it might be more of a mixture. Run, pass, and try to keep the defense for the Ponies on their toes.
Yeah, definitely. They're kind of led by Luke Littlefield, quarterback, and they have, Isaiah Alvarez will get some action at running back. And, as you said, Coach said they'll mix it up quite a bit.
Absolutely. And for the Ponies, Mark, a few injuries there on their side of the ball, but overall they finished the year on a hot note. They had a nice game, as Coach Jenny White attested to, against Baps, kind of round out the regular season there. They seem to be hitting a stride late into a season for a team that went unbeaten in the regular season. It's kind of weird to say it like that, but did have some close games this year, fair to say.
Yeah, and Coach White has emphasized the last few times we've talked to him that they haven't played as well at home, and he wants that to be better. He wants them to start quicker, which they did last week against John Baps, but he wants them to, just start better and, play a complete game. And as you mentioned, the injuries, we've kind of highlighted the last 2 or 3 weeks. Aiden Harvey isn't able to do anything other than extra points, and that's because the ball is dead after he kicks it. He's not able to kick field goals or play offense or defense. So that's definitely hurts them. It hurts their special teams play. But Thomas Day has stepped in and done a good job on kickoffs. He had a good onside kick last week that we talked to Coach about before the game, and he's a kind of a monster on defense, so he's definitely a big part of the team. And another player that's going to be out tonight is Lucas Sands, a big contributor to them. They're hoping they can get by this one, and he can be back at it next week.
Absolutely. And Mark, when you were talking about kind of a few things a moment ago, you mentioned a complete game. Now, let's go back to the first time these two teams met up in the regular season. It's a little bit ago now. It was the first week of the regular season. That one, obviously, lopsided victory went the way of the Ponies, but was competitive there for a moment in the first quarter, and for a little bit of that ball game. What, if anything, can the Belfast Lions start off and try to get onto a right note in this ball game?
Yeah, that got out of hand quickly, but, Coach kind of mentioned we played well in the first quarter, so kind of they just want to kind of maybe carry that momentum a little longer and maybe start off like they did that game.
Absolutely, and also, like Coach White said, they're looking for that sense of urgency and an early start, and they saw that more in a complete balanced game last week against the Crusaders, but definitely want to start off on their home field with that same effort and intensity. Do want to give a quick shout out at this time. A couple of sponsors that have helped make these broadcasts free and available for all watching. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons, from roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today. This broadcast is brought to you by Herring Brothers out of Guilford, Rouse Garage out of Dover Foxcroft, Kimmel Insurance out of Centerville, Ames Chiropractic out of Dexter, Ideal Energy Solutions out of Dover Foxcroft, Black Bear Crane out of Herman, whom we just mentioned, and Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. If you haven't already, please feel free to follow us on all of our social pages. You can find us on Facebook at Eastern Maine Sports. You can look us up on X at Eastern Maine Sports, Instagram Eastern Maine Sports, TikTok at Eastern Maine Sports, and on YouTube right now where you're watching, it is Eastern Maine Sports Media. And if you're watching and you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. It's completely free to do so, and it's a great way to help support us and in turn help support these Maine high school athletes. Mark, with that, looks like the Ponies are preparing to take the field here. We're going to take it to a quick commercial break and rejoin you for the start.
My name is Rick Ames, and now we have an office in Dexter, which is what we consider our hometown now. We still have our office in Lincoln, and we're loving that. We're looking forward to helping you naturally feel and be your very best.
Is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Busy with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
To Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Building or remodeling a home or office and need electrical work? Call Ideal Energy Solutions. Ideal Energy Solutions is ready to wire your building right. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
That way we can do.
Welcome back here as we wind down the starting lineups. Ponies announcing their offense here. The Belfast Lions came out as a unit, as a team. Coach Fairbrother over on their sideline now. Coach White waiting for the final starters here. In a moment, we're going to have the national anthem followed by the coin toss, and we're going to be ready for some Class D playoff football. Welcome back here now. Beautifully played there by the Foxcroft Academy Band for the national anthem. Did look out near the flagpole there, Mark, and it seems like the wind has picked up a little bit. Still seems like a beautiful night for some football action here as we await the coin toss following in a moment. For those just joining us, Mark, let's kind of recap the season and what we talked about at the very start of the broadcast for these two teams. Obviously, two teams on either end of the coin there. Ponies coming in unbeaten. Belfast still looking for their first win. What a night it would be to get that. But one thing you talked about, I kind of want you to go back to, is kind of the attitude and mindset that we were able to witness out there on the field earlier for the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, they're really happy to be playing another game. I mean, they're happy, as the coach said, they're singing on the bus here. They're in a good spirits down there on the field. And, you know, their expectations aren't high for tonight, but they know everybody expects, you know, Foxcroft to have a decent win tonight.
At the same time, like Coach Fairbrother said, that takes all the pressure off of you.
Right.
So
right, they're, you know, kind of just out here and enjoying themselves. As I said, seniors get to play one last game, and the younger players get the experience of playing a Friday night playoff football game in early November on Oaks Field.
yeah, absolutely.
I do want to go over, Zach, we had another game earlier today here on East Maine Sports Media. The Foxcroft Ponies field hockey team got a big 3-0 win. Jenna Hartford got 2 of the 3 goals as they advance to the regional final on that will be Wednesday at Coney. They'll play either Dexter or Orono. Dexter and Orono play at noon tomorrow, so they play the winner of that game. Other action, the Dexter girls soccer team reached a regional final. They'll play George Stevens on Tuesday. That will be at Cameron Stadium in Bangor. So they reached a regional final. And another game locally, wasn't locally, but a local team, Fort Kent defeated Central in girls soccer action. So they'll play the winner of a game that's going to happen here tomorrow, Bucksport and Foxcroft girls. So the winner, Fort Kent will play the Bucksport Foxcroft winner next week in the regional final.
No shortage of exciting action across the state. Also for the action that Mark just mentioned that took place earlier, after this game, or really at any point, you can go back and watch that on the YouTube channel, which you should be watching this game at right now. So feel free to watch even this one after we finished in its entirety. Feel free to go back and watch all the way through again. The Ponies, they did win the toss there, elected to receive, Mark, so that might go back to what Coach White said earlier, wanting to start with a sense of urgency. Let's take the ball. Let's see if we can go down, mount a nice offensive drive, get some points on the board early.
Yeah, showcase that offense. You got Caruso at quarterback. You got Landon Smith and Finn Holmes as tailback. You know, they're missing a big piece tonight in Lucas Sands, but they also got Silas Topolsky out there. So that's a lot of weapons out there for the Ponies.
Absolutely is. And full transparency, folks, we're going to do the best we can with jersey numbers up here in the booth. And kicking this one away is going to be Ivan Ingram.
So here we go.
Kick is away. Takes a bounce there before being corralled. Ponies have it down the sideline. Has a little bit of some space before being forced out of bounds there. Good way to start the game. Nice return there by Hutchinson.
As you see it, as he's going down the sideline, it's very good run there.
Good footwork along the sideline there, and that's going to be great field positioning to start this game. Ball's going to be just about at that 50-yard line mark.
Yeah, yeah. Coach White has to be happy with that stat, and great field position for their powerful offense.
7 seconds in, you're almost into the other team's territory. Not a bad way to start. And so it is going to be Ponies getting the action started here. Caruso out of shotgun.
Look for Preston Hutchison to kind of step up tonight. He's a freshman, and he did some good things the last couple games, and he's going to be a big piece of this team.
Absolutely is. And switching the footballs there, I believe. Or the something. T, football, one or the other. Snap is away, controlled. Pitch out to the left-hand side. Nice hard run there. Good job by Landon Smith, able to pick up some decent yardage there on the opening down.
Yeah, you're going to be happy with the first 2 plays here, and going to be second and very short.
Yeah, good job there by Smith, able to find the gap. Fly forward for some positive yardage there. And Mark, when you're talking about this Ponies offense, sense of urgency, all those things that we've mentioned throughout the broadcast thus far, positive plays on first down lend itself to a successful ball game in its entirety. So,
yes.
Huge way to start a game.
Certainly is. They go deep here. Yeah. Take that back. No, Tony Romo.
Deep to the pitch, but nice hard run all the same. And we're going to go back to Smith. He's going to have enough for the first. But, Mark, it does bring up a good point. With this Ponies offense, you don't really know what you're going to see any given play because they have some explosive weapons. One of those weapons is on the sideline tonight, sideline due to injury, in Lucas Sands. So, like you said before, let's maybe see what a player like Preston Hutchinson can do out here on the field. He's going to be lined up to our near sideline. It's only one, or actually, two single safeties. One on our right-hand side. Handoff up the middle, that time to Smith. You don't need to throw the ball when Landon Smith's going to get you chunks like that every play.
Definitely tough to stop, and the line's very tough too. And the reason I mentioned Hutchinson too, one of the previous games we had, Coach White mentioned, he's going to start getting a lot of time here going into the playoffs, and he's not concerned about it with to kind of replace Harvey, what he did, because he said Hutchinson would be starting for most teams in Class D, most or all teams.
Absolutely. Showed why in the opening kickoff.
Yep.
All right, Caruso. Two to either side here, still out of shotgun. Handoff back up the middle. Nice lower the shoulder there. Able to fight through a tackle or two. It's Finn Holmes.
Just a solid run, and you'll see it here as tough to bring down.
Ran through a lineman of his own, too, to get that yardage there, Mark, as you saw on the replay.
Tough run there by Holmes.
Was indeed. So far, pretty efficient for the Ponies. Yet to go through the air, but no reason to thus far in the ball game. Able to dominate on the ground, give a lot of credit to the line.
Caruso directing traffic out there.
That time to pitch. Blocker out in front. Able to dance away from a tackle or two before eventually being brought down, but it's Burunji on the carry.
One of the seniors on this team.
Good job by the Belfast Lions on that time to kind of go with the flow of the offense, but stay home. Able to stay in positioning there and get a stop on the first down there.
Yeah, so just got back to the original line of scrimmage, and good job by Belfast.
This time, Brungy lines up wide. Shifting players all over the place so far in this one, Mark, are the Ponies. That time, handoff on the jet sweep. Makes a man miss before being brought down. That was Topolsky there.
And I think that would go as a pass because he did pitch in front of him, but just a very short game. Good job by the Lions defense again.
Give some credit here, able to get a couple stops in a row without giving up much. It's going to present a more difficult third down. Mark, maybe with Harvey being out, safe to say that this is probably 4-down territory in any case, but.
Yeah, it'd be right there is fourth down. I mean, again, Thomas Day's done a good job, kind of in the kicking department, but yes, 4-down territory here.
Handoff inside. Smith says we don't need a fourth down. So he might have enough for the first there. He does. Able to get across, and that's going to bring up first and goal inside the 10 now.
Isn't it always third and short when you got Landon Smith?
Pretty much. Nice hard run. He's been running really well to start this ball game.
Just a nice solid drive. Taking almost 4 minutes now, and just ground and pound.
Yeah, very methodical too. Not giving up too much. Not making any mistakes on the ground or in the air. They haven't gone to the air yet, but haven't needed to, as I've said. Caruso that time.
Oh, good job by Belfast.
Lions kind of loaded up on the line there. Unable to get much there. Actually might have gone south.
Yeah, might have lost a yard. About 4 yards. Forget about 1 yard.
Yeah.
Good job by the Lions line there.
Multiple of them. Can't give credit to any one individual player there, but well done all the same. And this time, Caruso through the air. Looked like that play just took a little long to develop, Mark.
Yeah.
On the outside, Caruso was ready, timing, those types of things early in the ball game.
So 3rd and goal, it'd be interesting to see, but we just mentioned it's always 3rd and short when you get Landon Smith.
And in this situation, you are definitely thinking, I believe, 4-down territory. So a run here doesn't necessarily hurt you. It leaves you every option on the table. But, yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Mark, from what we've seen so far. Landon Smith, you got to be wondering if that's going to be the number that's called.
Yeah, he's got the majority of the yards in this drive.
And a shotgun again here for Caruso. Going to be a pass through the air. Far sideline, that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Returnable. It will make one man miss, still on his feet, eventually brought down there. Awesome interception.
Yeah, you see the end of that interception. And
Trying to get a jersey number on it all the same, but can't quite make out who it was. I believe it came from the safety spot there.
so when you come in, nobody's expecting to win. You just kind of prevented the Ponies from scoring on a nice play in the end zone. Can't ask for anything more if you're the Belfast coaching staff.
After what was a methodical drive, give a ton of credit to that secondary. Able to make a big play for their team, get the ball back, and headed the other way.
So Luke Littlefield, the quarterback here.
Handoff inside, fighting for some yards now, going to be swallowed up.
I think that might have been Alvarez. Nope. Number 2, Noah.
Parent 2. Sorry, folks. That was one of the things you do as a broadcast team is go over the names together, and Mark and I had just been going over that one just to make sure.
Yeah. Was hoping you get to say that early on, and there you go.
We did.
3-yard gain for him, so not bad gain there. But
Again, what did we talk about before? You got to start on positive note. You don't go backwards. That's how you get a drive started. Spread formation here, one long side, passing through the air now, intended and through the hands there on the far side. Was for Jeremiah Cole, was the intended target there. But Mark, it was there.
Yeah, it was there. He was open. It was just a little bit over his reach.
And we said at the beginning of the broadcast that the Lions, they like to make it 50-50. They're going to run the ball, but they are going to throw it. And so far, 2 plays, 1 pass, 1 run. You got to imagine on third down here, because the Pony Faithful getting into it here. Third down opportunity.
They like that Pony mascot.
They do. They're looking for a stop here. And Littlefield back to that same formation. The previous play, it was there. Got to wonder if they're going to try to go right back to it. Motion man now says they won't. But they are going to pass it all the same that time. Same result.
And it was right there. And, if he got that, he would have had a first down or more. It wasn't a bad pass from Littlefield that time.
It was not. And off that motion, it did create some space. It was a good job by Sickler kind of in tow, but was behind the receiver there. That would have been a first down. All the same, though, it is a quick 3 and out. Ball's going to be punted back here.
And this is where they got to be careful, though, because on special teams, Foxcroft has a lot of weapons. Topolsky's one of them back there.
Ball is kicked away. Good kick, but returnable. Topolsky over the shoulder. Cuts back to the other side of the field. Makes a man miss. Got some space now. Makes another miss. And we're going to have a flag here. I think a block in the back. But overall, good return there, Mark.
Yeah, no, not a penalty if that is on Foxcroft that coach isn't going to, like, because he probably would have got those yards anyway.
So we'll see. We await the call.
Oh, I thought you already made it.
I made it.
Yeah.
I made it.
Yeah, good call.
Notre Dame is up here.
So don't leave us to be a ref, though.
Yeah.
I mean, even though we need refs, if you want to be a ref,
Please.
definitely do that. We don't want you to do it. So.
I probably shouldn't. I'll stick to my job up here in the booth. I do want to thank all of you for joining us again. It's always fun to be in the booth, but especially around playoff time in the state of Maine. It's a great time of the year. It's a great opportunity to see these young athletes shine, and a really fun and exciting opportunity. The Ponies, they're going to have the opportunity to get the ball back here.
They're going way back.
They are going way back. That penalty, that block in the back, took place right around the 45-yard line of the Lions. So it's going to back them up near the Foxcroft Academy. Ponies' own 45, it looks like they're heading it back to.
We'll try to keep you updated on a lot of games, especially the MCI Old Town games. The winner of this game will play the winner of that game next weekend. So definitely interest in that in these in here.
Absolutely. Stay on the lookout for those types of updates. So, opening drive was promising before the interception in the end zone, but Ponies right back at it now. A little over a minute off the clock since they last had it. That's going to be a handoff to Topolsky. He's going to cut it to the outside, trying to make a man miss. He does! Goes underneath the tackle. Let's take a look at that. Mark, you've seen a juke. You've seen a spin. Have you seen all that and a duck? That was impressive there by Topolsky.
We might put that on the website forever. That was a good one.
That was, but Topolsky's been running hard in this one, and one thing Coach Danny White said is kind of looking for those more experienced players setting the tone. We're seeing that right out of a play from Topolsky. Caruso through the air. That one's caught. Screenplay set up. Opportunity now. Able to get some nice yardage out of that one.
That was so good. I may send that into Sports Center top 10.
You should. You should. That was Sickler on that far side. Again, more of the same from what we saw in that opening drive. There's a player down on the field this time. We're going to take it to a quick break.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business. Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Welcome back now. Player was able to make their way off the field. We'll try to keep the best eyes we can over there. Don't want to speculate too much, but was moving and seemed all right. Caruso out of shotgun, handoff inside. Going to be a nice hard run there, right up the middle. I believe that was Finn Holmes. It was.
Yeah, that Holmes and Smith combo is as good as you're going to see at this level.
Absolutely, and the way they run downhill. It's a lot to ask out of a defense to try to stop them in the hole, but so far the clock continues to move here. 4:50 remaining in the opening quarter. Three spread to our near sideline here. Caruso looking back to the sideline. Gets the signals.
Time clock must be running down. Play clock.
Looking towards that back judge. We're going to have a timeout here. We're going to leave it here. We just went to a break. Want to take the opportunity to give a shout out to some of the sponsors that have helped make these broadcasts free and available for everyone watching. This broadcast is brought to you by Herring Brothers out of Guilford, Ross Garage out of Dover Foxcroft, Kimball Insurance out of Sangerville, Ames Chiropractic out of Dexter, Ideal Energy Solutions out of Dover Foxcroft, Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union, and we definitely want to give a shout out to Black Bear Crane. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today. So, Mark, a lot of exciting action. Maybe for those that didn't hear earlier, you were able to cover a game here before this one. How did that one go?
Foxcroft Ponies defeated Derigo. It was a 2-3 matchup, but after the about mid-first quarter, late first quarter, Foxcroft dominated that game and feel lucky game and advanced to the regional final where they'll meet either Dexter or Orono. That game will be at Coney next week.
Expect a lot of fun there. Caruso, handoff inside. That one goes back to Holmes. Going to be swallowed up there.
Really,
nice
again, we said it before, Zach, but let's give credit to the Belfast line. They've done, maybe against everyone other than Landon Smith, they've done a pretty good job.
And Michael Box able to get in there, make a tackle. Great play, and kind of similar to what we saw almost last drive, Mark. It's really feeling a similar vibe here. Good stop, similar part of the field. We did see Landon Smith take over in this part of the field before eventually that turnover in the end zone took place, but there's been a lot of Finn Holmes here on this drive.
It has. No.
Runs well.
Yeah.
Snap received that time. It is Smith. Hard running, able to pick up some yardage.
Yeah, he's going to be third and short here.
Maybe some extracurricular activity after the run there, Mark. A couple of the veterans able to step in for the Ponies, drag their side back. It's playoff football here. 3:25 remaining here on the opening quarter of action.
So just one score we got. Stearns is up on Ellsworth, 28-0 second quarter, up in Millinocket tonight. Top-seeded Stearns in the 8-player league.
We'll continue to try to give you those scores and updates from across the state as we get them.
Ooh, that's I think the Foxcroft moved, didn't they?
That could have been on one of those, everyone but the center. Several players did go there. In the end, it's going to be a false start, and it's going to create a third and about 6 or 7 here.
Yeah. Again, something Coach White wants to clean up and play the complete game. And they struggled the first quarter the first time they played at Belfast this year.
And again, give a lot, as you said before, I'll repeat it, give a lot of credit to this Belfast line, this Belfast defense, able to make things happen. And let's not forget, their opening drive, they had 2 plays that could have gone for a first down on either of them. So Belfast is doing some things.
Yes, they are. And, again, playing loose because nothing to lose. All the pressure's on Foxcroft.
Absolutely. Caruso, he returns to the huddle. Play call's been given. 3 spread on our near sideline.
Had to stop that concept. Nice job with the Foxcroft band.
Well done indeed. Caruso there, the pitch, that one to Holmes.
Nice tackle.
He is going to be swallowed up, and a few tacklers get there for the Lions, Mark. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that nice pursuit there and nice tackle. Holmes tried to break it, but he held on.
It's decision time here. You assume you're going to be going for it at this distance, kind of in the in-between. You're definitely not punting it from here.
Yeah, where they are on the field, I'd definitely assume they'd go for it. Unless you're kicking, they might do the field goal.
If they're kicking, they'd have a tough time of being the undefeated team they are, I'll tell you that. But Caruso, he's got the call. He's headed back to that huddle. I expect to see something through the air, but as you said before, and it's a good quote, Mark, so I'll use it again, Landon Smith, everything's 3rd and short. This would be 4th and short. But Finn Holmes running hard this drive, too. Look to either of them to see something happen. But
yeah.
3 spread, 3 covering our near side. Ball through the air. Hits the turf, but.
So good job by Belfast. I mean, again, 2 times Foxcroft's been in position. The undefeated 8-0 Ponies, and they've done a good job.
And right there on that play was Jeremiah Cole. He didn't get the interception, but he would have been right there even if that ball was caught. Would have been tough to make a play to get a first down there. Maybe the yardage was there, but tough play all around.
Yes, definitely. And so, if they don't turn it over here, they could run, this first quarter out and score this first quarter. I mean, got to be careful because Foxcroft can make a lot of things happen on defense also.
That they can, and we saw the aggression on the opening drive out of the Lions. See how they massage and kind of wind down these last couple plays, or what could be last couple plays for the opening quarter. Sweep there. Couple of blockers out in front. Hard tackle, but stays on his feet. Good battle along the sideline. Try to get a number there, but we'll get a replay for you. It was Alvarez on the carry. Good initial job here. You see the contact, able to keep the feet churning, and keeps going there before being dragged down.
Yeah, good job there by Alvarez. I mean, not a huge gain, but it was, he could have been a loss.
Ends up being a pretty decent gain there on first down.
Gain, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, again, what could have been a loss or just got back to the line of scrimmage, you got 5 out of the deal.
You're Coach Fairbrother. You're ecstatic with the way this opening quarter's gone. Littlefield under center now. Hand off to the fullback, up the middle, bounces it to the outside. It's going to be dragged down by a couple of Ponies there. Nice hard carry.
Aiden Bryant with a nice tackle there for the Ponies.
I believe that's 34, Shane Carson. I believe we've got 34 and 71 on our program here, so hoping that that's Shane Carson out there. But, Mark, that might be the last play of this opening quarter. Was able to pick up some yardage. 3rd and 4, 3rd and short coming up. The Lions, they're going to return to their sideline. Not going to run a play here, so that's going to do it for the opening quarter of action. Mark, fun start. We're going to take it to a break and rejoin you for the second.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer. that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing a vehicle, Ral's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Ral's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover, Foxcroft, Maine.
Building or remodeling a home or office and need electrical work? Call Ideal Energy Solutions. Ideal Energy Solutions is ready to wire your building right. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Welcome back now, Mark. And I say Mark. Welcome back now, everybody. Mark, what a first quarter of action that was. We're playing loose, playing free, and playing well to start the ball game are the Belfast Lions.
And you know, Ponies got in possession twice, and Belfast's defense stepped up when they needed to. And, you know, again, obviously a long ways to go, but, you know, they did what they wanted for one quarter anyway.
Yes, they did. And pitch there off the fake. Cuts up field, but slew of tacklers there for the Ponies. Not able to get much. It's going to bring up fourth down. So we've said a lot of positive things, deservingly so, but this is going to end up being a 3 and out, you'd have to assume, from this part of the field.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're going to punt here. And again, as I said last time, they need to be careful here because this is where Foxcroft can make a lot of things happen. Topolsky did make something happen last time. They got a penalty that brought it back.
He absolutely did, and he's done a great job. Very versatile, very dangerous in open field.
Hutchison and Topolsky back.
Returnable again. It's going to be Topolsky who does return. But good job by the Lions, not able to allow too much there. Anytime you get in a situation like that, you're going to see some yardage, but they are able to control Topolsky before he gets too many.
Yeah, they're in good. Ponies in good field position again, but again, 2 times they've been down. Had it down, around the 20 or inside, and they haven't been able to score.
And this would be the 3rd time they've been in plus territory to start a drive. I think the farthest that they've had to start a drive so far is from their own 45. Yes. So it's about finishing the drive more than starting it, is what Coach White would say. I can hear him up here in the booth already.
Right.
All the same, though. New quarter, same score, 11-11 on the clock here. Motion man, Topolsky, was all the way across the formation. Caruso, he's going to hand that off inside. Holmes, strong run.
11-11, when you're making a wish, just give it to Holmes, right?
Mark, I like that line. Give it to 22 when you see 11s on the board. Nice hard run, able to get everything but a first there. It's right near that first down marker. That's how you start your drive off if you're the Ponies.
Now, obviously saying in shot, you could go to Smith for Holmes here, probably get the first down. Or you could go, take a shot down the field,
Full playbook's open.
Yeah, right, because, the second one. So if you don't get the long play, you still get that option at 3rd and 1.
This is a good time in the NFL, folks. When you hear them talk on TV, they call it the explosives. You're looking for those explosive type of plays. You've seen some nice, solid drives, but that ends a drive, right? When you can have those opportunities. This could be a time to take it, or be satisfied with picking up a first down. You're never going to be angry about that. But that time, they do go through the air. You want to talk about explosive? You want to talk about Silas Topolsky. That's a touchdown. Mark, I don't want to say we called it.
Yeah, but we called it.
We did.
Explosive. Topolsky with a touchdown.
You want to get 6, just call number 1. Good play right there. And Ponies, after being shut out in that opening quarter, they're on the board now with 10:08 remaining in this first half of action.
So this is the only time you'll see Aiden Harvey on the field is during extra points. Unfortunately, he got injured, and key part of the team is kind of limited to this. So, but still important. Extra points.
Yeah, and it's great to see the athlete out there on the field. And that one, drilled. Did his job on that play. We're going to take it to a quick commercial break. Foxcroft Academy Ponies, they're up 7-0. Be back with you in a moment.
Busy. with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
Welcome back here now following the score by the Ponies. That is the first score of the game. 7-0's what we've got. And they're going to be kicking it away to the Lions here in just a moment.
Yeah, and we mentioned, as I said, you could get that 1 yard probably with Smith or Holmes almost anytime you want. So why not go down the field? And beautiful play, beautiful pass from Caruso to Topolsky, 37-yard touchdown.
We called it a moment ago. Are you doing an onside kick right here?
It worked last week. I mean, Thomas Day's good at him.
And you got to think after that quarter and the expectations the Ponies have, looking to set a tone here. Not going to say it. We called the last one. Don't want to make too many predictions here. But in any case, they all have also played well defensively. But the Lions, they've been there.
Yeah.
They can get it going offensively. They're in this ball game, and they've played very well so far.
Can't be right every time. So.
Can't be right every time. But that one does bounce. Eventually corralled and controlled. Good, strong
what coverage
tackle
there. Look at that.
I think that was Simmons that flew down the field
I think it was
there.
Hutchison.
Was it? 8 there. In any case, great tackle, great play, and good job.
Yeah, great coverage. You want that again. You want you got the momentum now. You're the favorite. You want to get another score or two here quickly to kind of say, hey, we're the boss here.
Good job by Belfast though, because in that situation when you aren't sure if you're going to be able to control that opening kickoff, and it's a live ball situation, you're aware that people are flying at you, able to control the ball. You don't turn it over. You got your offense. You're trying to go the other way.
It's important for them to pick up a first down here. But,
and that one, intended target there on that far side, 88, Denny Pomeroy.
These aren't bad passes from Littlefield. They're right there, and, just if they could convert it, you had a first down there.
And here, you can start being pretty aggressive, Mark, I feel. We've seen a lot of action through the air. You're just looking for one to connect, but as you said, it's been there. And all that matters is the next one at this point in the game. But they've done well. They've done some positive things. It just hasn't materialized in moving the chains thus far.
Yeah, and, important to get a chunk of yards here. You don't want 3rd and long here at this field position, and then you're getting in a position where you're going to have to punt again.
And the Lions are going with a much tighter formation here. 2 in the backfield. Littlefield, he's going to hand that one off.
Oh, good defense.
And it was, and Alvarez didn't have much room to work with. Whole host of tacklers for the Ponies in the backfield there, but they're going to say Alvarez got back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, there was about 5 Ponies all over that and prepared for that.
Belfast still looking for the first down of the game. Got to assume they're going to go through the air here, Mark.
Yes, and again, Littlefield has made some nice passes. They just haven't. They've just been out of the reach of their receivers.
At the same time, now you're in a situation where you've put the offense in a passing down. So as a defense, you can be a little bit more aware. Maybe pin your ears back if you're that line or at the linebacker position. Try to get after the quarterback here. Spread formation.
This is where usually Thomas Day goes to work.
Littlefield. That one through the air and over the outstretched arms of the receiver on the far side. Couldn't quite make out the jersey number. That is going to bring up 4th down.
And again, you got Topolsky and Hutchison back here getting ready to return. Senior and a freshman. Foxcroft doesn't rebuild, do they?
No. I've said it before in previous years in broadcast. Tradition does not graduate. And that's
they had 16 seniors last year, and, they 8-0 and the favorites in Class D again this year.
And it's going to be another situation here, Mark, barring a truly decent boot, that you're going to be in positive territory to start a drive for the Ponies. And it's going to take an advantageous bounce, actually, for the Ponies. Going to end up right around that 46-yard line, it looks like. And it's going to be Ponies' ball.
So this is kind of similar to how early on how the first game went between these two teams. The first quarter was pretty even, and then the kind of the second, see how it goes the rest of the way. But kind of Foxcroft took over after that. Belfast hoping for something different this time.
That they are, and that one obviously it did go the way of the Ponies, but a lot has changed since that point, and Belfast so far they've done some positive things. Obviously offensively still looking for that first down in the ball game. Ponies, they're looking to continue what they did last drive, and they're going to start it off with a nice hard run here. Has some space to the outside, trying to make a man miss, fighting through a tackle or two. That's a nice hard run there. We're going to have a late flag as well, Mark. I think it was Holmes on the hard run.
We'll take a look at the run here. Nice run. Let's see where the flag is.
Maybe a horse collar tackle.
Yeah, it was on the tackle when he threw the flag.
So that's going to make what was a great run an even better one. Still awaiting the signal here. They're going to wait for a face mask. So in any sense, it was on the tackle.
So going to add more to that nice run by Holmes.
So just like that, ball started on the 46. You're all the way down inside the 15 now off of one run. Ponies racing to the line now. 3 spread to one side for Caruso. Holmes alongside him in the backfield. This time, Caruso, he's going to keep it. Good job, good read there by Caruso. Good strong tackle all the same. Trying to make out a jersey number on who made the tackle there, but good play by the corner. I think it was number 9, Matthias Travis, I believe. But good read by Caruso.
Yeah.
That one kind of looked like more of a read option. Put your quarterback in a position to make a play. Made a good one there. Able to pick up some positive yardage on first down. They will be able to get inside the 5 if required before getting a new set of downs here. It was not first and goal. Topolsky, motion man. He's going to take it out of the backfield and take it into the end zone. Silas Topolsky gets his second score. Good motion out of the backfield. Look at that gap open up. The number 1's got 2 to start the ball game here.
Yeah, he got 1 receiving, 1 rushing. So Topolsky really doing the job here early on.
And again, it's players with some of that experience coming in and making plays happen. And it's going to be Harvey returning to the field. Again, as Mark said on the previous touchdown, this is the one time we'll be able to see Harvey. We had a player kind of jump way off sides on that one.
Well, let's see if they go for 2. Make it, make it closer, but no, they're going to leave Harvey out there.
This is Harvey's chance to be on the field. Let's leave him out there, says Coach White. Also, with the way he kicked that first one, you'll take the points in this situation if he stays true to how he looked on that first attempt. So a little bit closer. Gonna be the same idea here. Harvey lines it up. I think that one was tipped on the way in. I thought initially, Mark, we were going to have another flag there. But well read by the Lions. In any case, it's going to be 13-0. Ponies lead. We're going to take it to a break and rejoin you in a moment.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
My name's Rick Ames, and now we have an office in Dexter, which is what we consider our hometown now. We still have our office in Lincoln, and we're loving that. We're looking forward to helping you naturally feel and be your very best.
Welcome back here now. Ponies lining up for the kick following the score by Topolsky. Kick is away. Returnable. Caught in the air. Able to make a man miss. Good return there. I think that was number 2 on the action. Well returned there.
Sometimes it's the way the Lions roster is.
Yeah, no apparent too. Sorry, I have names in order. I'm scanning my paper for the number, but we found it eventually. Good return all the same.
They're not in numerical order. They're in last name order.
What the Lions are trying to do is get their offense in order. They've done well and have had some nice plays, but still looking for that first down in the game. And that's the difference so far in this one, Mark, because they've given opportunities back, but they've been there.
And where they're giving the ball back because they haven't got a first down has been great field position for the Ponies.
That time pass through the air and again through the hands. That time maybe a little bit behind the receiver. I believe that one was intended again for Jeremiah Cole. Littlefield's got a nice arm. He can throw the football. At this point, down 13-0, momentum starting to swing. You got to look for an explosive of your own. So not a bad idea to try to stay through the air maybe. You do want to pick up some positive yardage here. It's very reminiscent of that last drive. You don't pick it up on first down, 2nd and 10, makes this down much more important.
Certainly does. And, if they could gain some on first down, it would help a lot throughout this drive. But they haven't been able to.
And it is easier said than done. This Ponies defense creates a lot of problems. That time, some miscommunication in the backfield that looked like one motion man marrying over a offensive player of his own. And that was Cole, I believe, on the carry.
And see that again with the Foxcroft Ponies defense just swarming all over that.
Well done by the Ponies there. It's going to bring up a loss in Mark. Broken record here, but going to be very reminiscent of last drive. 3rd and long.
Yeah, Ponies, look at that interception yet. I mean, they'll definitely be looking for that here.
Again, I said it before, but you can pin the ears back as well, try to get after the quarterback. I'll give some credit to this offensive line for Belfast, though, on passing downs. We haven't seen the quarterback go down yet, so good job by them, able to stand tall against this tough and stout Ponies D-line. Littlefield receives a pass, or shotgun pass, rather. He's going to run with it. Going to be forced out of bounds by a couple of tacklers before picking up much there. And it's going to be 4th and long.
I want to give credit. It's something you might not notice, but Finn Holmes, that could have been very easily a late hit, but he stopped his momentum as Littlefield was already out of bounds. So good job by Holmes.
Exactly, and you want to avoid all the plays that beat yourself in any opportunity. And overall, Mark, outside of maybe some of the excitement we saw on the extra point, it's been a fairly clean ball game. We saw a face mask, we saw the block in the back. Other than that, it's been fairly clean.
Yeah, it has, and again, always dangerous. It's kind of put us on repeat because when you get a punt here with these weapons Foxcroft has, it's dangerous.
That one kicked away, and it's going to bounce near the Lions sideline, take a favorable Ponies bounce, and it's going to be ball on the right around 50-yard line back to the Ponies, and they're going to get ready for their offense. I haven't kept track of how many offensive possessions they've had, but this quarter at least they've been very efficient with the football, able to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, I think they've scored on 2 out of their 4 offensive opportunities.
Want to give a shout out to our social media pages. Obviously, you're watching us on the YouTube channel right now. Feel free to subscribe. It's completely free to do so, and this is a great way to help support us and in turn help support these Maine high school athletes. You can find us on Facebook at Eastern Maine Sports, X at Eastern Maine Sports, Instagram more of the same, Eastern Maine Sports, TikTok, you guessed it, Eastern Maine Sports, and again, YouTube where you're watching us right now. Handoff inside, good strong run there. Had to take a jersey grab to bring him down. And then some. Good, strong run by Landon Smith.
Still couldn't bring him down. He gained another 2-3 yards after that.
And I do want to say at the same time, though, I've been impressed by some of the things I've seen by this Lions D-line, especially there in that opening quarter. But that is one of the things that Holmes and Smith can do to a team, is just those continuous runs get more difficult to stop as the game goes on.
Yeah, they weigh down, and Coach told us before the game they got 26 players, kind of in uniform tonight. So that's tough.
And pitch this time space to work with. Has a man out in front. Great blocking down the sideline there. Good strong run by Landon Smith.
As you see right now, he went right down the sideline. He's got the first down, and a great run there by Smith.
And you love to see a player like Aiden Bryant out there leading the charge for the Ponies as well. Anytime you're a coach and you see a player like that giving that much effort on a play, that's how you have explosives right there, and that's what leads to success.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Caruso and a shotgun again. Receives these snaps, going to hand off that one inside. I believe it was Smith. Might have collided with Holmes. Balls it out, Mark. I think it might have gone out and then recovered there by Smith. All in the same motion.
Zach. We got Caruso's all over the place. We got one right beside us, and Joe, and Jack's doing a great job on the PA tonight. Toby Nelson's fill in.
Yeah, the Caruso name is well represented tonight. They're doing great all over the place here at Foxcroft Academy. On the field over at Oaks Field, up here in the booth. I mean, it's been impressive. No, great work, genuinely. And it's always a pleasure to be here, Mark.
Yeah, it is.
Great night for football, too. Caruso called a signal, called a hot route. That time, through the air. It was there. Preston Hutchinson. Let's take a look at that. We're going to see right at the beginning there, the point by Caruso called the streak out, called Hutchinson's number. Just through.
Just out of his reach.
Good read by the quarterback there. That play was there. The execution, a little bit off.
Great job by Emily Yost catching that on camera. That was
well
a
done.
Good one.
Well done. Well represented.
They deserve a raise.
Yeah, well, I know what to talk to about that. Man to my right. Returning to the action now. It's going to bring up 3rd and long here, so 3rd and 10. Motion man out of the backfield now. Hand off to him. He's going to be swallowed up by a couple of Lions there.
Good job by the Lions.
Yeah, Jeremiah Cole, and I believe also involved was Carlos Benitez there in the backfield, I believe was the jersey number. And that's going to bring up 4th and long.
These are the situations where they didn't convert the first quarter, so kind of big for Belfast just to try to get this ball back. And
don't forget, there's still 3 minutes plus on the clock, 3:58. Belfast gets the second half kickoff. You get the opportunity to talk to your offense again, try to hone in some things. It all has to start with this stop here, though.
Yes, very big spot here for Belfast.
You'd assume this one's going through the air, and it's gonna. But they're going to set up a screen instead. Dump off to Holmes. He's going to run through a tackle or two. I don't know if he had enough for the first down.
I don't think so. Oh. No, it's 4. Oh. Did they give him the first
They're
down?
going to say he did. From our angle, Mark, I wasn't sure he made it there, but it's going to be enough for the first, and that keeps the chains moving.
Big play.
Huge. 4th, and it was more than 4th and 12, 4th and 13, able to pick it up on the screen play.
Yeah, good read by Caruso. Then Holmes just did the rest of the work there.
Give credit to the play call as well. Mm-hmm. So another opportunity now for the Ponies. Fresh set of downs. Caruso, he's going to hand that one off. Ooh, a little bit of a slip there. Created quite the impact on the tackle. It was Smith that went down, and flying in was Brody Weaver.
Maybe that was from that little bit of rain we talked about before.
Yeah, the more the night goes on, too, the grass gets a little bit more damp. Players are out there making cuts. Things can happen, but the clock keeps moving. 2:55 remaining in this opening half of action. Caruso now. Little pitch out of the backfield to Smith. Makes a man miss in the backfield before getting brought down by a couple of Lions. Good job there by that D-line and linebacker core. Yeah. Able to make some things happen, Mark.
That was going to be 3rd and long. So kind of same situation you were before Holmes got that first down.
And the margins have been small. And by that I mean a few things that could have changed for Belfast here in this opening half. And we're having a little bit of a different conversation. Right now it's still only a 2-possession game. Mm-hmm. So let's not overreact to the situation at hand. But offensively, you've yet to pick up a first down, so you want to talk about that at the halftime break here. But the margins have been small, and correcting those things, this is a ball game.
Certainly is. Been impressed with kind of the Belfast line. They've been in tough positions because Foxcroft's got the ball in a positive field position each time.
Man, far along our side here is Sickler. Handoff inside. That's to Barungi. He's going to be tackled, brought down. Good, strong play inside. I believe that was number 72. We had a timeout taken by Belfast there. Able to keep some time on the clock, I believe, is the intention. That was Benjamin Milken there, able to make a play and a nice strong tackle. Going to bring up 4th and long, Mark, and 1:42 left on the clock. You've been passing the ball, so if those connections happen, you might be able to make something happen if you can get a stop here. But we said that before on the previous set of downs.
Yeah, so, look to, this timeout by Belfast, understood, because they, want to try to stop them and get the ball back, but also give Coach White a time to come up with a play here.
Yeah. And it will be interesting to see what is called, what is dialed up. Kind of a chess game at times when you look at the game of football and what do I think the defense is going to call? Well, what do I think the offense is going to call? And that relationship, and we saw it on the screen pass that set up this next set of downs. This kind of reminds me of the same positioning they were in. Granted, it was a 1st and goal to go situation, so a little bit closer. But that opening drive, the very beginning of the ball game, obviously that didn't go the Ponies' way, and they'd like to draw up a different result here. But good job by Belfast, and maybe you can go back to a similar mindset you had in that situation.
Yeah, and see if we go with the screenplay again. I mean, that definitely has worked a couple of times.
Well, if it ain't broke. Caruso. In any case, ball is going to go through him. Steps back, over the middle, caught for a touchdown! Let's look at that one again, Mark.
What a pass, what a catch.
What do you draw up on 4th and long? A Caruso strike over the middle. What a catch there. I believe it was Holmes. I didn't get the...
that was Holmes. So, second touchdown pass of the game for Caruso. This one 18 yards to Holmes.
And those margins, talked about them a moment ago. But when you reflect on this game, that is one of the plays that you're going to talk about and reflect on. What a play there, and it looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here, Mark.
To get up to the 21 from missing the extra point last time. And well, wait a second, when they do the kickoff, but this might be a time for an onside kick. You try to get, put another, kind of a nail in the coffin.
And also, you haven't allowed a 1st down yet.
Yeah. So even if they get good field position.
Topolsky, he's going to be the motion man. He's going to get the touch pass. He's going to make a man miss, and he's going to scamper into the end zone. Let's look at that again. So Silas Topolsky's got 2 touchdowns and another 2 to his stat sheet with a 2-point conversion. Look at that cut out of the backfield. Good luck staying in front of him this game, Mark.
Yeah, really, he's done a lot. He's got 2 touchdowns, 1 receiving, 1 rushing, and then he's got that nice 2-point conversion.
And we'll leave it here. There's 1:36 left on the clock. That does make it a 3-score game at this point. Let's see, Mark. Maybe you do draw one up. Try to get some, let's be honest, this has been a very dominant second quarter. But let's give a lot of credit to Belfast, and I think Coach White in that sideline definitely would feel that too. And you're trying to keep the hammer down here, or keep the foot on the gas pedal, so to speak. See how they end this first half? At the same time, wouldn't be surprised if they just elect to kick this one deep.
Yeah, in Belfast, maybe try to get something quick. Again, they got to worry about getting a 1st down first, but again, it's kind of going like the first time they played. First quarter was very competitive, and then it was all Foxcroft after that.
And we await the kick here in any case.
Man, I guess if we call for an onside kick every time, it'd be right eventually.
Oh, is that the rules? Yeah. It's like calling a coin toss every time or whatever it is.
No, not this time.
not that time. But Mark, stick with it. Eventually it'll be right. But good return there. Able to get some yardage back. Going to be interesting to see now how Belfast plays the end of this. Listen, you're down 3 scores.
Yeah.
But time on the clock, if you look at it that way, you call the timeout with 1:39, 1:40-ish left in the first half. You get the ball back in the next 10 seconds. So it's a similar situation. You're just down an extra score.
Yeah. So, the point of calling the timeout was to have time on the clock when they get the ball back, and they do. And, again, they got to get a 1st down. I think they maybe run on the 1st down. And, I know you don't have a lot of time, but, run it and try to get a chunk of yards here.
They're going to go with a more tight formation. 3 technically receivers in this situation, but a little tighter towards the formation. They are going to roll the quarterback out to his right-hand side, and he's going to pass that one. It's going to be behind his intended target on that attempt. But got the quarterback in space and Riker Evans was the intended target. Liked what I saw there, and I think that's been the theme of this first half, Mark.
Yeah. I mean, Littlefield has a nice arm. I mean, he has, it's just, either the receivers missed him, he's been a little bit behind the receiver, it's been just missing.
You got to be careful here, though.
Yeah.
If you go a quick
they
3 and out.
You give them a minute on the clock because.
At the same time, it's playoff football. You're trying to win the game. That time, thrown up in the air. Good catch along the sideline. Inbounds, going to stay inbounds there.
That one again. Yeah, you don't want to stay in bounds there, but.
Matthias Travis there, and they're going to get it right up to the line. Good completion and positive yardage there. Going to be right around a minute when this ball snapped. Now under, actually. Littlefield that time. Through the air and picked, through the wickets.
Topolsky was
Let's take a look at that one again, Mark, and just how close that one was. Good read by Topolsky, just not able to swallow it up.
He had the end zone in his sight, and that's what he was thinking of.
And I'm not sure there was anyone in front of him that could have stopped him in that situation.
That's all he had on his mind, and you've probably been in those positions back in your day, huh?
I dropped a lot of them, if you're talking about that. But Riker Evans, he's going to be kicking this one away. Topolsky looking to get that one back, maybe.
And, they can get the ball back in plenty of time to make things happen here. Well, that one's a good kick,
Going to take a bounce.
Good kick.
Very favorable. We've seen some bounces go the other way. And that one's going to be a nice Lions kick. No one's touching it. No whistle. There we get a whistle finally.
That was only 39 seconds left.
Smart play by the Lions there.
I wasn't talking about you dropping the ball. I was talking about you seeing the end zone.
Yeah, that too. That too. So you were going from a kind place. Okay. I appreciate you. A little self-deprecation up here in the booth. In any case, 39 seconds on the clock. This is a situation where actually maybe with that much time, you're looking to not make a mistake before the end of the first half, field positioning too. Maybe you see what first down's got. Run the ball, Finn Holmes, Landon Smith, see what kind of yardage you can pick up. But you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're turning the ball over in this part of the field. So you're looking for a solid gain on first down and then see what's going to happen after.
Yeah. See if, the passing plays the last couple of drives have been working. So,
they have.
Whoa, a lot of movement there. That's not a penalty.
That one, I said it before, the false start to start the game. That one was false start on everybody but the center. That one, I'm convinced. Which happens.
So at halftime, Zach will show you highlights and different things we've had going the last couple of weeks on Eastern Maine Sports and show you those. I think we got this senior football and cheerleader ceremony from our last game we were here, the last home game for the Ponies. So we'll get that for you, and come some other highlights too.
We love playoff action, but the reason we get to do this and the reason we like to do this and love it is for these high school athletes. So it's always good when we can take the time and opportunity to honor the seniors who were in those final moments, kind of in a home game guaranteed. So we'll take a look there. Screen pass there was intended for Topolsky. 36 seconds now. I believe the Lions have 2 timeouts left. So, theoretically, you could get the ball back maybe on a punt. Don't quote me on the timeouts. I know they took 1.
Well, I think they're up there. 2 timeouts left.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, I see it. Okay.
Both teams have 2 timeouts left.
36 seconds on that clock as well. Ponies, they're up 3 scores, 21-0, all of which came in the second quarter of action. And here they're going to elect to pitch it out. That's going to go to Holmes. He's going to run over a defender or two, or that's Smith, rather.
And that will be the last play, I think, of the half.
We're going to have a timeout taken. Yep, Belfast, if they get a stop here, you get a chance to get the ball back potentially through the air.
But if I was Foxcroft now, they were going from okay with ending the half. I would try to score, and now that they give you timeout.
You're in 3rd and long. You might want to see if you can pick one up through the air here. It's going to be unless you pick up the first down, the clock's going to be stopped in any case. So why not? And as you said, Mark, they've been able to pick up some decent yardage through the air.
And I get the point of the timeout, but at this point, you get the ball back. You kind of
It's one of the beautiful things about football is it goes back to what I said a few minutes ago about the chess match and trying to play the clock. Because, folks, we understand how far away it looks, but the game of football, when the clock hits 0, you can keep running. So things can happen, and they can happen quickly, especially with the plays that we've seen out of the Ponies. But I understand trying to get that ball back, trying to double up. You get the ball back to start the half, the second half as well for Belfast. So all these things make sense.
I mean, you get, as I said, Foxcroft is willing to, say we'll go to halftime 21-0, and they still may do that. They may run again and just.
Or may see another timeout. In any case, we have another play guaranteed, and we're going to see it. Caruso out of shotgun. Oh, we're going to have.
I think that Belfast jump. This ain't Foxcroft.
Oh, they're going to say it's going to be a false start on the Ponies there. You see that on the offense in the NFL sometimes where the defensive lineman comes across and the linemen react to it on the offensive side to show the referee. Almost looked like the exact opposite. Saw a little bit of a flinch and the defensive lineman jumped across there. Gave a nice point and backed up the Ponies. So that does change things a little bit, Mark.
So yeah, they're 85 yards away from the end zone.
Quick math there, Mark. Good job.
Yeah.
Caruso.
Working on it.
Out of shotgun here. He's going to hand that off inside. Has the biggest hole we've seen tonight. He's going to have enough for the first down for Holmes. Good tackle.
And now Foxcroft called timeout after he got the first down. They're like, okay, we'll try to score then.
Look, Littlefield.
I think Foxcroft called that timeout, didn't they?
They did. Good catch there, Mark. Luke Littlefield on the tackle as well, so pulling double duty. And that's why we mention it, because now you get one more. Probably have time to drop at least
two more plays.
Two more plays at least.
I mean, they got a timeout left, so they could do that play again.
Yeah.
And get another 20 yards.
Because that's what you got to think about for the defense as well, is you can't be in a prevent situation right now with the one timeout. Obviously, with Harvey out, you might not have as much of the field goal game, so you are more thinking something towards the end zone.
Oh, they're thinking 7.
Yeah, they're thinking 7 anyway, but you do lose a little bit of that element
and as I said, I understand that timeout by Belfast, but this, again, we could have been already in halftime, 21-0, and now Foxcroft's like.
We have the benefit of seeing the play that's happened after it, so there is that too. In any case, there's still a lot of field left to go, and probably a lot left in this first half, all things considered. A lot more than the 18.6 that's up there on the scoreboard. Caruso. They are going to hand that one off inside.
They might go to
Not
halftime
much
now.
given. Clock's going to continue to wind here. I think Coach White's going to elect to take that one to the half.
Yeah, try one more play, and that was it, and call it a half.
And they're going to elect to end the first half. Ponies up 21-0 over the Belfast Lions. Mark, that was a fun first half of action. We're going to take a break, show you some videos over at the halftime show, and be back with you shortly.
Busy with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Silas Sapolsky, his parents Morgan and Alexis, brother Gideon and sister Gabby. players number 9, Finn Egan, and his dorm parents, Ian and Emily Mallory. Our next senior is number 32, Shane Barungi, and his family, Kate Beal and Benjamin. Our next senior is number 58, Jackson Zimmerman, his mom Lindsay, dad Chad, stepfather Nick, stepmom Stephanie, and sisters Ellie and Emily. And our final senior is number 59, Cody Bagley, and his parents Bruce and Allison. Members of our Foxcroft Academy football and cheer teams, and this time we would like to take a moment to honor them. We recognize them for their tremendous efforts and accomplishments they have given the program over the last 4 years. We thank the seniors and their loved ones for all they have done for their respective programs. We wish you all the best of luck this year, this school year, and in the years to come. Coaches White, Taylor, and Davis have flowers for senior members of their respective teams. We ask that your parents and loved ones meet you on the field for hugs and pictures. Please come forward to get a rose when your name is called. We have 2 members of the cheer team. First one is Samantha Brunner and her parents Heather and Jeffrey. And the final senior on the cheer team is Justine Ann and her dorm parents, Corey and Allie Bjornson.
Press. I got a new license plate. Do you want to fix it?
Welcome back now. There's 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining at the halftime break here. Ponies a little bit late getting back out of halftime, so they put 3 minutes back up on the clock. So currently there's 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining before we get there. Mark, real quickly, let's just hash up a couple things from that first half of action. First quarter, highly competitive. Give a lot of credit to the Belfast defense, able to really stifle some opportunities for the Ponies. Second quarter, a little bit of a change of tone.
Yeah, really it comes down to the Foxcroft defense not allowing anything from Belfast, and that's kind of, Belfast has done well defensively, but they've been in just tough positions. Foxcroft's always had good field position. You're not going to stop this Foxcroft offense, not with when they have that field position, when you got Smith, when you got Holmes, when you got Crusoe passing to Topolsky, those things. You're not going to, it's tough to stop them. 0
first downs in that first half for the Belfast Lions. They're going to have the ball to start the second half. We're going to take it to one more quick commercial break, and then we're going to rejoin you, summarize a few things, and get ready for this second half of action.
My name is Rick Ames, and now we have an office in Dexter, which is what we consider our hometown now. We still have our office in Lincoln, and we're loving that. We're looking forward to helping you naturally feel and be your very best.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Welcome back here now, and thank you for rejoining us here on the broadcast and some Maine High School Class D football playoff action between the Foxcroft Academy Ponies and the visiting Belfast Lions. 21-0 at the end of the first half. Belfast trailing in this one. Ponies had a nice answer in that second quarter, scored all 21 of their points. Real quickly, want to mention the folks that have helped make these broadcasts free and available for everyone watching at home. This broadcast is brought to you by Herring Brothers out of Guilford, Rouse Garage out of Dover Foxcroft, Kimball Insurance out of Sankerville, Ames Chiropractic out of Dexter, Ideal Energy Solutions of Dover Foxcroft, Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union, and Black Bear Crane. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman. covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons, from roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection, to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today. So, Mark, with that, all that said, we await the second half kickoff. What do we think that maybe the other side was talking about there at the halftime break?
Well, I mean, Belfast is to be talking about, let's take some momentum. We got the ball first. Let's try to, obviously the goal is the first down here to get us get the offense started. And on the Foxcroft side, just keep doing what you're doing defensively. Kind of limit the penalties. They've made a few penalties, and kind of play this full half here, full game, and get the 4 quarters in.
Are we predicting a second half onside to start here, Mark?
I won't predict it, and
Okay.
then they'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. So let's not. Let's say this one's going to probably go deep, get the tone started here.
Yeah.
As you've said, not allowing a first down, been stout defensively. And for Belfast, trying to rewrite the script on that one, see what you can do in the second half.
Yeah, I do want to give a shout out to our local team from here, PCHS Pirates, boys soccer team, reaching the regional finals, 3-1 win over Southern Rustic tonight. Under the lights at Guilford.
They're always exciting. There, Mark, it was fielded by Noah Parenteau, and it was fielded with a knee. So he intended to kind of scoop that up and keep going, but as soon as in Maine high school football, that knee hits the ground, you are down. So whistle blows, and all in all, that's going to be a really good kick to start off the action here by the Ponies. Ball's going to be on and around the 20-yard line now for the Lions.
And right here, they're trying to, keep Belfast from getting a first down, keep the defense going, and then they get the ball back in good field position.
It's been the tone of the game thus far.
A lot of high school stuff going on, but a lot of college stuff too. Chris is at the Maine hockey games this weekend, Friday and Saturday night, and Maine football plays at Oklahoma tomorrow. Maine basketball plays at Duke on Monday. That'll be fun trips for those teams.
A lot of big name matchups and big snap there, but it was ultimately controlled and corralled. I want to give a special shout out, Ace Flag, returning to the state of Maine, where he and his brother, obviously Cooper, had a lot of success in the state, winning that state championship with the Nokomis Warriors. And Ace kind of full circle returning to the great state of Maine, going to be playing with the Black Bears.
Yes, he will, starting next year, and great for the program. And they'll be in their new building within 2 years, too. New basketball arena being up there. I think they start building it later this month, and it'll be ready in 2 years.
A lot of exciting stuff in the area, not just high school, but college as well. Well, first play of the line of scrimmage did not go the way the Lions had hoped. Backed up a couple of yards. It's going to be Littlefield now. Sweep over to Alvarez. Alvarez out of the backfield. He's going to be hounded and brought down by Holmes.
Let's look at that. There's a
Trying to do a replay there. Not sure it's quite clicking on through. Well, might have froze up a little bit there on that one, but all good. Nice tackle all the same. Holmes, the pursuit from the linebacker position, able to fly through and make something happen. Always impressive and just a really great effort by him. And, Mark, that brings up 3rd and long.
Yeah, and look for the maybe I'll come up blitz here. Or, look for the defensive backs to be all over the place looking for the pass.
And Topolsky, he's looking to get one back, if you remember early on in this game. Littlefield now. Out of shotgun. He's going to be swallowed up by the defense. Good play getting into the backfield there.
Look at that one again. As they were all over Littlefield on that one. And as you see right here, nice sack.
First one of the game.
Yeah. And again, on those 3rd and long, and they're going after the quarterback.
And not here. This is not the situation you go for it. But now in a playoff game, if you're in any situation where it's 4th and manageable, you got to assume it's going to be 4-down territory the rest of the way. But not here. Not in this type of a situation.
Yeah, 4th and 16 from the 17.
Not the one. Topolsky and Hutchinson, their heels are right around the 50-yard line.
Credit to the punter. He's kept the ball low so they can't, make those returns.
I believe kicking this one away has been Riker Evans, I believe. And he has kind of, since Topolsky had a couple of decent returns, elected to kick that one out of bounds wisely. I mean, that's a good decision. Business investment, some would say.
So just go over what we got coming up. We'll have one more fall broadcast. We'll be here if Foxcroft wins. We'll be here next weekend they play MCI or Old Town. We'll have plenty of other stuff. I'll be at games tomorrow. Orono Dexter Field Hockey. We'll be at regional final games. Get your highlight videos, and then basketball starts December 6th. Zach.
There's no shortage of action coming up,
Yeah.
and obviously basketball is a fun time of the year. But we've got a lot of fun left in the fall season with you all. Caruso out of shotgun. Receives the snap, handoff inside. Good strong run by, I believe that was Holmes on the carry. It was.
It was.
Able to get a chunk of
You'll
yards.
see him go right up the middle here on this replay.
Look at that hole that's created by the offensive line. Really able to move some of the defensive linemen of Belfast in this one. And it's been in this part of the field that the Ponies have been able to move the ball. It's been right around that 20-yard line in interior, where especially in that first quarter, some of those drives would sputter out, but looking to rewrite the script on that one are the Ponies. Snap received, handoff given. Good run, good enough for a first down there. Holmes dives forward, going to be picked up by his team there, and he's going to pick up the first down for his team.
Good job by him.
Chains keep moving. And also, one of the things that the run does, and this isn't just out on the field tonight, but against teams in general, the more you do it, the more that secondary starts to kind of expect it. And that's where you see those explosive plays. We saw one of them with Topolsky earlier on a second and short in a similar part of the field. And Caruso through the air, actually the same exact play. That time did not connect, that time dropped.
Yep, see, like an instant replay. Except he didn't make the play.
That replay ended a lot differently, but it was the same play, same part of the field. But it's not always going to go for that explosive, not always going to go for that touchdown. This time, Pony's going to bring it back in. Much tighter formation here. Shifting along that Lions D line. And able to get into the backfield, but a nice cut, believed by Smith, and he's got some room to work with. Picks up a first down.
Nice run there.
And you can see initially here on the replay, some Lions get into the backfield, but a better cut by Smith, able to get along the right-hand side of the offense and pick up some positive yardage. And do give credit. Trying to find the name on my sheet here. There was Benjamin Milliken that got into the backfield, but good job by Smith.
Again, it's never whatever down it is and short with him, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Snap given, handoff given, and that time swallowed up by the Lions on the interior. And this is the part of the field that I was talking about a few moments ago where the Lions, they kind of tightened up, and it's been tougher for the Ponies to get much going in these positions. Caruso returning from the sideline, headed back to his respective huddle. Going to draw up an offensive play here, try to find the end zone again. He's gone twice through the air in this one, Mark.
Yeah, that same play a couple times.
That time, they're going to keep it on the ground. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And fixing for a score on that one is Landon Smith. 20-yard scamper and score for Landon Smith. Hard running right up the middle, ran through a tackle at the end. Very impressive there. So that's going to stretch the lead, 27-0, 7:05 remaining here in this third quarter of action. Harvey's a set back to attempt the extra point here.
Ooh, high snap.
High snap, controlled well and kicked well up through the uprights. Extra point is good, 28-0. Now our score here, 4-score game. We're going to keep it here, Mark. I want to give the opportunity to kind of give a shout out to all of you watching at home and helping support along the way in the fall season. We produce a lot of content, but that's all about the athletes and from the athletes and what they've been able to produce out there on the field. So also want to give a shout out to them. Anytime you get near the playoffs and kind of in the latter half of the seasons, it's a good time to reflect, and what a fall season it's been.
It sure has, and thank you for following. Thank you for the sponsors. If you want to sponsor, we got again, we've not done the fall season yet, but we've got a busy winter season coming up. Good look there at the Foxcroft cheerleaders. Great job by them. The band did a great job earlier. They're gone now. I guess they're just a first half team.
Well, it gets a little colder there in the second half.
Yeah.
But they were fantastic. And again, I do like to always give a shout out to Foxcroft Academy here for being so hospitable with us and allowing us to use the space up here. And it's always a great time. And we've seen some great football here played throughout the year and from both teams, both the visitor and the Ponies. And Belfast in this one, obviously they're behind the 8 ball right now. But again, I said in the first half, margins.
Yeah.
It's been margin of error has been slim, and Ponies have taken advantage of that since the ending of the first quarter.
Yeah, and the Foxcroft offense, deservingly so, gets a lot of the attention, and they should. But Foxcroft defense has been their kind of staple, and again, they take pride in getting the shutouts, getting the holding the teams down, and they haven't even allowed a first down yet.
The score isn't, and it would take a bit to get to that point, but it could be a 60-0 score. The story of this game right now would be the fact that there has not been a first down allowed by this Ponies defense. That is the story of the game, and that's why they're in the position they're in. So that's something to hang their hat on. But at the same time, let's give some credit to this Belfast defense as well. They have not made things easy for the Ponies.
No, definitely not. Try to get you more scores around the state. Busy night.
Motion man came across. Alvarez ended up with the handoff there. Coming across initially, I believe, was Shane Carson. Creating some misdirection. Do have an injured player or a player that was down. Whistle was blown, but player returns to the sideline. I believe it was Stephen Lee who returned.
Again, the winner of this game, which Foxcroft's in good shape right now, will play the winner of MCI Old Town.
I want to give a shout out and credit. Obviously, there's a lot of game left to be played there, I'm sure, but Old Town in the season they've had and some of the performances they've had and rising up after previous years has been impressive to watch. That ball, impressive to watch how it was tipped up in the air. Smith's going to swallow it up. He's going to run all the way across the field, and he's going to be tackled there. Let's see that one again, or as much of it as we can. You're going to see the tip and the scoop by Landon Smith. And he might have ran 30 yards to pick up 3 after the interception. He ran straight across the field. Mark, first turnover we've seen forced by the Ponies in this one.
Yeah, and it's Landon Smith who ends up with it, and he's had a heck of a game and does it on defense too.
And at the same time, obviously that one didn't go the way the Lions would have wanted, but that's the first turnover they've had in a game that they've been passing the ball a lot. Yeah. Obviously the Topolsky one was near miss, but all things considered, they have controlled the ball. They just haven't been able to pick up those extra downs.
Yeah, and now Foxcroft has the ball at 35.
Which has also been a theme. Caruso out of shotgun. Similar play to what Topolsky scored on. That one was tipped in the air. That one hit the turf.
Yeah.
Nearly intercepted there. Good play. And I will say, though, that is also the play that went for the touchdown and the play that was run in the previous drive. Mm-hmm. So going back to the well a little bit on that Topolsky slant makes that decision for the defender a little bit easier.
Well, and with the score, they can kind of work on things, too, to get ready for next week and going forward.
Absolutely. And that one's going to be handed off to Barungi. He's going to cut up the field. Nice cut there. Planted the foot, able to get some extra yardage. And that's where if you don't get that yardage on first down, second down becomes crucial. And now being able to pick up that much, you're probably in 4-down territory at this point anyways. So you got 2 downs to pick up a couple.
Yeah, you got 8. Yeah, good job by Barungi.
And that's something I've been impressed with tonight. We've said the names Smith, Topolsky, Holmes a lot, but Barungi able to sprinkle it in every now and again, and Caruso even on a carry of it by himself. It's been impressive to see kind of the variety in this offense. That time, Holmes not able to get anything.
Good job by the Lions defense there. 4th and short here.
Great
She
job.
lost a yard.
5 minutes now on the clock in the third quarter. Great defensive stand there, and that creates and makes an opportunity a little bit tougher. Originally, you had 2 downs to pick up a couple. You went south.
Yeah.
And in a game where you're up in the scoreboard, those are the types of things that you really do, like you said before, want to solidify. You want them to have fine-tuned to make a deep playoff run. So it'll be interesting to see how the Ponies approach this one. Smith, he gets a block on the outside, makes a man miss, but he's got to fight for it to pick it up.
It's close. I think you get it.
I think he's going to be short from that marker on the far side. They're going to say he didn't get it, Mark.
Well, I'm glad I didn't bet with you.
In any case, it's going to go back to the Lions' good defensive stand following the turnover. You get the ball back to your offense fairly quickly there. I think that might have been a 3-and-out mark.
Yeah. There was they had the ball at 35. They're only able to get to the 26. Good job by the Lions defense.
But now you're back in the same situation. You probably got to start moving it through the air as well. It's been there, but now the Ponies are able to adjust to it. Be interested to see how they play that one. A little bit of maybe some miscommunication there from the sideline. An extra player flying in now. It's going to lead to a Lions timeout after the miscommunication. We're going to take it with them. We're going to rejoin you in a moment.
Busy with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
Stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance.
Welcome back here now. Caught the tail end of the play there. Both sides returned pretty quickly following the timeout, and it was a good gain there on first down. Did go through the air right around the sideline area. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5. So good gain there on first down. Clock continues to move now under 4 minutes to play in this third quarter. Luke Littlefield running the quarterback position in this one for the Lions. He's going to go through the air there. Good block along that outside.
Oh, good tackle.
We have a whistle.
Didn't look at anybody down, but they called him down. Dropped the play.
Saying he was incomplete.
Oh, okay.
I will be honest, Mark, I'm not quite sure what happened. Maybe. I'm not quite sure what just happened, folks, if I'm
Fox
honest
running,
with you.
so it wasn't incomplete.
I thought he caught it. Maybe he went to the knee.
Yeah.
It was tough to tell, maybe from this angle, if he had gone down potentially. In any case, I didn't see an indication that.
They did call it complete. So,
we're moving. Next play type of situation.
I don't know. But they gained a couple, it looks like.
From my understanding, we're moving on to third down.
Yeah, third down.
we're moving on to third down. So are the officials. So are the teams. That's what matters. All right, so Lions, third down here. Back through the air. Intended target, and they're going to connect on this one. Big play opportunity. Going through the air, not brought down yet. Feet still churning. Ball ripped out. Oh, and they're going to say that his momentum stopped, and they're going to blow the play dead. So the whistle wasn't blown, but the momentum was stopped. Topolsky ripped it away. But they're going to say, play was stopped. Momentum ceased. in all that, Mark, I lost who caught the ball because it was such an exciting turn of events. What a play. What a connection.
Yeah.
First down of the game, so we can stop mentioning the no first downs thing.
Right.
Biggest play of the game for sure for the Lions. You got a chance here. Keep it moving, see what happens. But I'm a little bit confused about the last 2 plays, but we'll keep it moving. By the way, Topolsky, 2 near turnovers.
I think on the play before, I think maybe the rep blew the whistle by accident, and that stopped the play and thought he was down, and he wasn't.
In any case, we're rolling along. Luke Littlefield now. Going to roll to his left. Going through the air again. Pass intended deep. Man is there. Ball is caught, and that's a score for the Lions. No signal. Oh, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds.
Watch out.
They're going to say he stepped out of bounds, Mark.
We saw the tail end of that, but.
All right, so he stepped out inside the 5. 2 biggest plays of the game for the Lions have come in back-to-back sequences here.
Yeah, Luke Littlefield has found his receivers, and they're marching down the field.
So it's going to bring up 1st and goal now for the Lions. Chance to get on the scoreboard here, Mark.
Looking more like the Detroit Lions on this drive.
That is true. These last 3 plays. That time, Littlefield had a lot of pressure in the backfield, and that pass, that one's incomplete. I can say that with confidence. Good job by the Ponies, able to get into the backfield there and kind of disrupt the action. I believe Weymouth was involved there. So 2nd and goal now. Obviously, this is the most promising opportunity for the Lions in this one, but your offensive game plan changes a little bit because the field compresses, things are a little bit tighter, so you have to be a lot more fine-tuned. You don't got as much open space to play with, so interesting to see how they approach these 4 plays. Obviously, 1 has already happened.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It does compress everything and being at the 5-yard line and see what Littlefield can make happen here.
This time he's going to go under center, hand it off to his fullback, but I think we had a false start there, Mark.
Good call.
We did. That's going to back up the Lions, and what was 2nd and goal from the 5 becomes 2nd and goal from the 10. So quick math there by me, by the way.
Yeah,
but
that's good.
a little bit of a tougher situation to manage, but yeah, you do now give yourself a little bit more room to work with as well. If you want to go back through the air, that's more of an option. And you've seen a lot of success through the air here on this drive. One thing we talked about for the majority of this game was Littlefield can throw the football. That's been evident. Been able to connect here on this this drive.
So update Old Town MCI because the winner will come here. Old Town's up 24-0 mid-3rd quarter. Could be Coyotes could be coming back. They just were here.
Littlefield. Pump fake twice. Able to lower a shoulder. He's still churning. He's into the end zone. That's a touchdown, Luke Littlefield.
What a move there. As you see the play here. And
there was nothing little about that run. That was a big man move right there by Luke Littlefield. Good job finding the end zone. Lowered the shoulder. And that looked very efficient. And we're at a 28-6 game right now. Looks like the Lions are going to attempt 2 here.
They definitely found something offensively again for 2.5 quarters. Couldn't find anything. Couldn't even find a first down, and now they just marched down the field.
Definitely something changed, and that inspires momentum, and things like that in the game of football are huge. Be interested to see how they approach now this remaining 1:45 and into the 4th quarter there. Through the air, that one's connected on 2-point conversion's good. What an answer, what a drive. And the Lions, they are on the board. They still trail 28-8, but what a promising drive.
Yeah, I mean, that was impressive, and Luke Littlefield, did it all that on that drive.
And it goes back to one thing we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, playing free, playing loose. It looked like that out there on that drive, playing without fear and really attacking this Ponies defense in a way we hadn't seen thus far. And it's things like that if it happens there in the 1st quarter, There's still time left in this one. I'm not saying there isn't. But if it happens in the first quarter on those opening drives where there was those connections and things were just off by a hair.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, kudos to Belfast. I mean, we talked to Coach before the game. They're singing on the way here. They're probably at halftime, whatever. They're probably just loose as anything. Out here having fun, playing the game that they love to play.
We're a far cry away from week one. But in week one, if we showed you the score and where it's at now, Coach Fairbrother would be very proud of his group, as he should be. It's been impressive.
And Foxcroft, on the other hand, they want to finish this game strong, go into next week. Again, Old Town played well with them because the way they played, it was a good game. And a team that knows them well, Coach Charles Beal of Old Town is the basketball coach and also knows a lot of these kids from school.
Yeah, so exciting to see. A lot of good action. We'll see the kick here. It's going to be kicked onside, bouncing around, eventually taken away by the Ponies. They're going to have some room to work with here. Nice return down the left-hand side of the sideline here by Topolsky, who I think they were aware that might be an onside kick, and they brought him up a little bit. And Topolsky in space, he always makes things happen.
Yeah, you see him running down the sidelines there. Belfast wasn't in great position because they did the onside kick.
Yeah, which you can't prevent that if the ball's going to end up in the hands of Topolsky in that type of a situation. You put the effort forward. So
because usually the returners aren't up like that. So let's see how the Ponies respond here after the Belfast scores their first points of the game.
And it's also a situation, you've got enough points to win the game right now, but I think Coach Danny White and these Ponies, they're going to want to try to make a statement here, and that's one way to do it, by having Finn Holmes run hard up the gut. He's going to go all the way into the end zone.
Statement made.
I mean, there's been a few times, Mark, where we've said some things and had them come true, but I think Finn Holmes just wrote his own destiny on that one. What an impressive run. That's how you answer right there. And there might have been a little bit of an angry run at the same time. Getting some energy out there.
I mean, maybe call it a wake-up call.
Yeah.
I mean, to that touchdown, that drive, maybe a wake-up call to the sidelines.
It's weird to say that in the score and what it's been so far in this game, but I agree 100%. And trying to get some life and some energy back inserted to this Ponies team in the way that we saw there at moments in that first half. That one kicked through the uprights. Harvey, he's true and good on that one. That's going to stretch the lead 35-8. We're going to take it to a quick break and rejoin you in a moment.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Welcome back here now, following the score by Holmes and the Ponies on that previous drive. After a really nice drive by the Lions, and it's going to, you don't want to give up the points, but you get your hot offense right back out onto the field, so I guess there is that.
That is a positive outlook, Zach. Former Pony Emily Yost was over here singing the song that they were, the school song.
Very efficiently,
Yeah.
may we add.
Yeah. Might have a new career.
All right, well, we are going to wait the kick. I'm not going to predict an onside. That joke's been used too many times by us so far in the broadcast, but
Yeah, we'll save it for next week.
1:28 now remaining in this quarter. Controlled well there. Opportunity now. Good return out beyond the 35-yard line, about to the 36 or 7.
So let's see how they, see what if they can build off that last drive and kind of do similar things.
You saw some success through the air with more space, open field. And then you let Luke Littlefield make a play. Get him in some of these actions where you've seen him rolling out. Maybe those passes haven't always been there, but you've been letting the athlete make a play like he did on the touchdown. Be interested to see if they go back to that as well. Hasn't been much on the ground as well in this one. Give a lot of credit to the defensive line of the Ponies for that.
Anything normally against any team, Foxcroft's tough to run on, and definitely have been tonight.
Littlefield, he's going to pitch that one out now. That goes to Alvarez. Nice misdirection there. Alvarez hung up along the sideline, eventually brought down.
Now, we don't have the years on our roster for Belfast, but I think we're talking to coach. They're a pretty young team, and you know, kind of, again, a lot they can take from this.
There's a lot. I mean, in the game of football or in any sport, you want to win the game, and you don't want to focus on and hang your head on moral victories. But there is a real element to that, too. And there is the real element of when you have a younger group, this experience mattering a lot. And not just the experience, but playing well within that experience, as they have.
Definitely can take a lot of positives from this.
And they're looking to get some positive yardage here. We're going to have a flag thrown. Going to be a false start against the offense. Back him up 5 yards with 27.2 remaining here in the third quarter clock.
See if they start putting in some of the Foxcroft starts putting in some of the reserves. So Evan Seavey, back at quarterback, taking some snaps over here on the sidelines.
And that's an element, too. You're in a game where you have enough points to win the game as it is right now. You definitely don't want to have any injuries, anything like that occur.
Probably one, that's the end of the quarter.
So that is going to run it out for the end of the quarter. Following the false start, that's going to do it 35-8. Following the quarter, it's Belfast Lions. They win the third 8-7, but Ponies are up right now. We're going to take it to a commercial break and rejoin you for the fourth and final quarter.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
My name's Rick Ames, and now we have an office in Dexter, which is what we consider our hometown now. We still have our office in Lincoln, and we're loving that. We're looking forward to helping you naturally feel and be your very best.
Welcome back here now as we get ready to start this fourth quarter of action. Littlefield and the Lions, they have it second and long here. Through the air now, tipped and out of play. Going to bring up third and long now. You think this is 4-down territory now?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, it depends how, you know, if they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes, 100%.
What they want to get out of the rest of this game, but you know, because maybe they just want to
play it like a legitimate.
Yeah.
How you would straight up. Again, you never want to say somebody's out of it, but.
And maybe if I was the coach of Belfast, I would want to try to get through this game without it being run o'clock. You know, and obviously if you punt it away, you got more of a chance of that.
Absolutely. Same though, there is still this down to play with before that fourth down decision comes up if needed. And Littlefield out of shotgun. He's going to have a motion man. That's Alvarez. Fakes it to him, and he's going to be swallowed up in the backfield. Big-time tackle there by Aiden Bryant.
Look at that one again.
Oh, we do have an injured player in the backfield there for the Ponies.
What a play there.
It was. Player's still down, though. We are going to take it to a quick commercial break and rejoin you in a moment.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Building or remodeling a home or office and need electrical work? Call Ideal Energy Solutions. Ideal Energy Solutions is ready to wire your building right. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
Welcome back here now. Bryant was able to get up and jog off the field under his own power now. Don't want to speculate, but with the score being the way it is, if he's able to return, I'm sure he will. But at the same time, might not see him in the rest of this one, but he is moving along the sideline just fine.
Yeah, he looks like he's okay. He's over there walking around. And
But Mark, sorry to interrupt you. That sack made it an easier decision on 4th down there from the previous conversation we were having. What a move by Topolsky. Made a man miss. Ultimately swallowed up just shy of the 50-yard line.
He's fancy out there. Yeah, that move earlier.
I mean, he went under that tackle, and he's been going under, around, over, whatever he's needed to do. 2 touchdowns, 2-point conversion. Kind of an unsung hero in this one. And keeping the 2 theme, 2 turnovers that got kind of called back. One on his own accord, dropping the interception. The second ripping it away from the offensive player that was whistled dead at that moment.
Yeah, he's had quite a game here as Silas Topolsky.
As have Smith and Holmes. Throw in Caruso in the mix, 2 touchdowns through the air. But right now they're looking to just kind of keep this drive alive, see what they can do, Mark.
And defensively, Bryant, Thomas Day, they've all stepped up big.
Yeah. That one handed off inside. Nice hard run there by Holmes. He's going to be brought down from behind.
And, just to note, we mentioned it earlier, but, kind of missing a couple key players. Harvey you will not see going forward. As I said, he's only out there for extra points. But Lucas Sands should be back next week, and that's a big piece of the Foxcroft team.
Literally and figuratively. I mean, he means a lot for this unit, but also his physical presence out there on the field, it can't be discounted at this level, what he brings the intangibles to, just having that type of an athlete out there with you and what he can bring to a team. But all intents and all signs point to him being back next week. Motion man now. Handoff out of the backfield. Nice hard run there by Hutchinson.
I like to, see this, in a 35-8 game, both teams still playing hard and going all out.
Absolutely. And, in a game like this, Mark, sometimes it's easy to let that slip. But this is playoff football. Both sides seem to still remember that and are playing for that purpose. And it's going to bring up an interesting 3rd down here, Mark.
Yeah. I see a pass over the middle. That's my pick.
That's your pick? I'm going to say handoff to Holmes. We've been right and wrong so many times tonight that I'm not sure we're keeping track anymore. But you can't go wrong really in any option so far from what the Ponies have been able to show on offense. But we were both wrong, and they're going to give it off to Smith, which is the most accurate thing that could have happened out of that situation. And he's going to have a nice run along that left-hand sideline, Mark.
Yeah, nice run. Let's look at that one again. We don't have official stats, but I think he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, and just running hard, running with a purpose and downhill, some might call it. Going to keep the drive alive, keep those chains moving, and set up an opportunity now, as we now are under 10 minutes to play in this one. Caruso returning now with his unit following their huddle. Looking to see if he can continue his impressive night over the air. Ooh, nice little shuffle inside to Topolsky. Left someone on the ground there on the turf. We're going to have a late hit there. Flag comes flying in.
While we're watching the play is
you're going to see the late hit come in at the end here. It was a beautiful cut, and then right there at the tail end, that tackle, that's going to be whistled for a personal foul.
Good catch by the refs there.
It was, and that's part of the game as well. Emotions can run high at times. It's a playoff atmosphere still. You try to avoid those at all costs. And I will say again, it's been a fairly clean ball game between the two sides.
See the Ponies cheerleaders there?
Doing an excellent job tonight.
As are you, Zach.
As are you, Mark.
Thank you. And Emily O's doing the camera work for us.
Emily O's, it's been a pleasure. It's been a great crew tonight, and give all the credit to you guys for that. And also thank you to our viewers. I mean, you've been very supportive of us throughout the fall season and of these Maine high school athletes, so we really, truly appreciate you. If you're watching and you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, it's completely free to do so. All you need is your own account, and then you can subscribe totally free of charge, and you can stay up to date on all the content and information coming out from our broadcasts and videos in general. Going to be a run up the middle that time to Smith, able to get some yardage there.
And if you have a business, reach out. And if you want to sponsor any of our broadcasts, we welcome. Single broadcast or the whole season. We, welcome to all businesses and love the businesses we have that sponsor us all the time.
And you can contact Mark at easternmainsports@gmail.com, or you can follow one of our social media pages. The Facebook's a great place to do that as well. Send a message through there, and Mark and the team will be able to contact you as well. So it's a great opportunity to also help support these Maine high school athletes, which we love to do, and we know that this local area does as well. Caruso out of shotgun. That one handed off to Marungi. He's going to have some space. Cuts back inside. He might be able to make it. Just down shy of the goal line there.
So it'd be an interesting call here if they do get in the end zone, Zach, if they go for 2 to make it 35, a point difference, because you got, it'd be interesting to, if they have that mindset, because they did miss, an extra point.
And we saw it before where they had missed an extra point to.
Well, they didn't miss. They're up by 27 because they have a 2-point conversion.
I didn't want to correct you, my friend, but they missed one earlier on, made the 2-point at that point. That time, able to get across for the touchdown. Shade Marungi able to get in. He gets into the scores column.
Nice run here.
Marungi's done a great job as well. I mentioned it earlier, but he's been a nice kind of addition to this offensive attack that we've seen tonight. Yeah, player come back to the sideline for the Ponies a little bit hobble. I think that's Hutchinson maybe, but don't want to speculate too much from up here in the booth. But
Happy will go for the extra point.
The extra point is away. Extra point is good. So that's going to stretch the lead 42-8. We're going to keep it here. Want to take the opportunity to once again just kind of give a shout out and a thank you to the current sponsors that have helped make these broadcasts free and available. That'd be Herring Brothers Meats out of Guilford, Ross Garage out of Dover Foxcroft, Kimball Insurance out of Sangerville, Ames Chiropractic out of Dexter, Ideal Energy Solutions of Dover Foxcroft, Black Bear Crane of Herman, and Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. So Mark, maybe before we sign off, we want to just take another look at scores as they keep coming across. It was Old Town up over MCI, 24-0 at some point in the third quarter there. The winner of that one, the way it stands right now, looks like they're going to be coming over here to Oaks Field and playing the Ponies next week.
Yeah, and that will be a good one if Old Town holds. It'll be a good one either way, but if Old Town holds on, it'll be a good one. Another score update. This is 8-man. Holston 40, Orono 38 in the fourth quarter. So quite a game going on.
No shortage of offense either.
Quite a game going on up in Holton tonight.
You love seeing scores like that as well, and just the competitive nature of the game of football that we've been able to see, and not just in football, but kind of across the area and the competition and level of which we've seen. It's been impressive.
Yeah, the local field hockey and soccer team's doing quite well around here also.
Absolutely. And that time, a little bit of a miscommunication initially on fielding the kickoff, but ultimately the Lions able to control it, and they're brought down. 8 minutes left to play.
Talk about some of the local teams around here. In field hockey, Foxcroft just advanced to the regional final. Dexter has the opportunity tomorrow, a tough one against Orono to That's at noontime at Dexter if you want to catch that one. We'll have some highlights of that one. In soccer, Dexter girls soccer reached the regional finals. Foxcroft plays tomorrow. They play Bucksport and with a chance to reach a regional final. So a lot of good stuff locally.
PCHS boys soccer.
Yes, a big one over Southern Rooster tonight. They reached the regional finals. Do plan on being at the 8-player games on Tuesday at Cameron Stadium, as Dexter will be in it, as will PCHS. Dexter girls over against George Stevens and PCHS also.
Returning to our action here, it's the Lions. Littlefield under center in this opportunity. Going to hand that one off inside to Alvarez. Decent gain there on first down.
Nice run.
He's going to have enough or just be at that first down marker here, Mark. It's going to be real close.
Yeah, that was probably their best run of the day. But they've had some good passing plays.
And that's where it gets opened up. Mm-hmm. And when you can have that combination of the two, it's going to bring it up second and short. We talked about this earlier on for the Ponies, but this lets you kind of open up that entire playbook, run any play you want. You still have third and short, probably fourth and short too, realistically. At this level, you could go for it from there. But it kind of now opens up your entire playbook.
I want to apologize. We didn't put the video back on the game, but it was a good run. It was a good run by Alvarez. And
that's all good. And that one, Alvarez gets it back. He's going to have enough for the first down there.
Kind of lose track when you're producing, doing color commentary.
Well, you wear a lot of hats there,
Yeah.
Marcus. You do a good job. Chains keep moving. Clock keeps churning. It's at 7:05 here, Mark.
Do apologize for that. That was a nice run by Alvarez, though, and now they got a first down. There's a few good drives here in the second half for the Lions.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I mean, hindsight's 20/20, but if some of those came a little bit earlier, I think we do have a different ball game here, but it is what it is. And the Lions, they deserve the credit for being able to move the ball in this second half and what they've been able to do. That time, a handoff on the inside, swallowed up without much of an opportunity there. I believe Weymouth able to get into the backfield before too much was able to happen there for the Ponies. And a couple of tacklers definitely involved, but in any case, it was a really good play. Might have been Sinclair, rather. Great tackle in any case.
Yeah, definitely was.
And it's interesting now, this feels like a much more traditional drive. We saw a lot, especially in that second quarter and start to third quarter, a lot of passing drives, getting behind the chain, 2nd and 10, 2nd and 12. But now this drive feels a little bit more like what you might expect to see.
Yeah.
And it's been effective so far. Littlefield this time, he's going to roll. He's looking deep. He's going to throw deep that time over the intended target's head. I believe that was Riker.
Or too deep.
Too strong on that one. Riker Evans there, the intended target.
So again, coming up, we'll have plenty of highlights for you tomorrow. You can actually go check out YouTube. You are on a YouTube page, but after this is over, you can check. Chris has some good highlights from the UMaine hockey game going on right now. So check those out. He's having updates on the scores on Twitter. They call it X now. On X and everywhere else, he has those updates for you. And as I said, be at Orono Dexter tomorrow. I will be, and Rich Rotello will be over here and getting some highlights for Bucksport Foxcroft girls soccer. And as I said, we'll be at some regional finals and games coming up this coming week.
No shortage of action, so subscribe and stay tuned into all of it here at Eastern Maine Sports Media. Littlefield now. That time, able to find his intended target, stays on his feet. Nice play there with Jeremiah Cole.
And, you know, I know you've said this a few times, but a couple of those plays to Cole were just missing the first half, and it could be a whole different ballgame if they weren't.
That time, able to connect and able to get some positive yardage there. This is an overall nice throw and catch. It keeps the chains moving. This second half, they've had some real positive opportunities in plays, and we're going to have a timeout taken, it appears. Or a shoe fell. Yeah. A shoe fell off the foot. That's what it was.
That.
Yeah, it's a pretty important part of a player's uniform there. But so that's going to put Jeremiah Cole on the bench now just until he can get the
Here he comes.
Here comes someone. He's going to put the shoe back on. We'll figure it out. But figuring out what I was trying to say is this Belfast offense has reignited here in the second half. Obviously, they only got the 8 on the scoreboard, but the optics, the way they looked, much improved here into the second half. Motion man now. Littlefield, he's going to hand that one off to Alvarez. Alvarez up the middle. He's going to keep the feet churning, keeps fighting. Able to get a chunk of yards there.
Said a couple good runs here in this drive.
Some players rotating in now for the Ponies. Barungi comes to the sideline. Replacing him is Garrett Rogers for the Ponies. Holmes and Smith both on the sideline for the Ponies in this one. Topolsky on the sideline now. It's easy to do, Mark, because I can actually see these uniforms. The ones out on the field, that's where it gets a little tough. But
yeah. Easy when they're right in front of you, right?
It helps. It does help. Littlefield. Out of shotgun now. That one also handed off to Alvarez. Alvarez, a nice cut. Nice spin as well. A little pirouette, able to get some yardage back. Take another look at that one here. Alvarez, he goes a little south initially on the carry, but able to stick the foot, get a cut, spins twice. Keeps the feet moving.
He didn't want to go down.
We do have an injury there out on the field there, Mark, so we're going to take it to a quick commercial break. Rejoin you.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
My name is Rick Ames, and now we have an office in Dexter, which is what we consider our hometown now. We still have our office in Lincoln, and we're loving that. We're looking forward to helping you naturally feel and be your very best.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Welcome back. Returning to the action now. Caleb Worthing left the field, assisted by the athletic training staff here. We'll try to keep eyes on the sideline there. Obviously don't want to speculate too much, but he did leave assisted. Returning to the action, Littlefield, his pass off the arms of his intended target there. 3:37 remaining on the play clock. That's going to bring up fourth down here.
Good. You know, mentioned about other sports, but how impressive is it for Foxcroft and Dexter to have their field hockey and girls soccer team still be playing? You know, not huge schools, and you got, you know, two females, you know, sports teams, you know, still playing this late in the year.
Absolutely, and dominating as they do it. It's been very impressive to see both those clubs, and still some games left to be played. But that matchup we saw earlier in the year, both games were very impressive between those two clubs. So. Be interested to see what happens if that does.
Orono's hoping it doesn't.
Yes, and Orono, much improved, really talented team with a lot of good athletes. They're looking to spoil that, and they can.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that tomorrow.
Littlefield rolls out to his right-hand side. Pass intended and off the hands and out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover on downs there.
Yeah, speaking of Orono, Holton got a big touchdown just recently, so they're up by 48-38 over Orono. That's
something to watch for as well. Scores and things like that, also an aspect that you can catch on the Eastern Maine Sports website, Mark.
And this is a big one. It wasn't a playoff game. Class A is not in the playoffs yet, but Bangor needed to win to get in the playoffs. They won 20-6 over Oxford Hill, so a huge win for Bangor. To, you know, they've been building the program the last few years, and it looked, I mean, not official yet, but it seems like it is they needed to win to get in over Oxford Hills, and they did it 20-6. So kudos to that program there.
Essentially is a playoff game at that point. So we have some different players out there on the field now, kind of sprinkling in for the Ponies. I think it's Evan Seavey who's going to be manning the quarterback position now. 3:29 remaining in this one. Ponies, they're going to win this ball game, and they're going to, I don't know if we have another score update from the Old Town MCI game. They await the victor of that one. It was Old Town up in kind of dominating fashion at the point we had last received an update. Seavey, he's going to take this ball, able to get a couple yards out of it. But the point I was trying to make is give your opportunity for some of those starters to get out of the game a little bit. What you don't want is any more injuries. You don't want injuries to anyone, of course, but injuries to any of your starters, especially, or anybody in general. So if you want to play a clean game for the rest of this one and try to avoid those the best you can.
Looks like Oceanside has a 40-30 lead over Hampden very late in that one, too.
3:22 remaining on the play clock here.
Be back next week, right here, same spot. The Ponies will. One last fall broadcast for Eastern Maine Sports Media.
Handoff inside. That one's going to go south. Actually, player stayed up on his feet, but they're going to say that the momentum was stopped there, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, kind of, we'll have a very brief post game, so we can kind of start that now and just kind of impressed with Foxcroft. Kind of a similar game as last time they played Belfast. The first quarter was pretty even, but they kind of took over after that and did what an undefeated team should do.
Absolutely, and I think one thing to take from this game is there's still ways to improve. We talked to Coach White before the game. One thing that he had mentioned wanting to see was a complete game. I don't think from his standards you would say that he would say this was a complete game out of his unit. So there is still ways to improve for a team that's going to improve to 9-0, including this playoff game. So it's not often you say that about an undefeated team, and give a lot of credit to the Ponies as well because they have been impressive still. And this is an impressive run, and it's going to be enough for a first down. Seavey, what a run there. Let's take a look at that one again. We were kind of already prepared for the 4th down, or at least I'll speak for myself. I was. Seavey said, no, let me get that first down.
And good for him. Doesn't get out there much, and get a nice play there.
Take the opportunities when they present themselves, and that one did. Great play, great gain. Chains keep moving.
Yeah, but as you said, the top coaches always looking, no matter if you win or lose, looking for ways to improve throughout the next week. And there is ways they can improve.
And that's what separates teams, right? And I think one thing I'll say, too, is talking about the other side of things. We mentioned before that we don't have the years on the Belfast roster, but you mentioned before this is your younger group. This was a lot of improvement.
Yeah.
Week 1, we haven't mentioned the score. It was 71-7. You're looking out here tonight at the way that they improved, literally the same team, same field. It's been noticeable.
Yeah.
And throughout how they improved throughout this game alone, noticeable.
Yeah, and that's says a lot for a program that they're trying to go in the right direction. They're not close to where they want to be, but this is how you build, and they hope to get there in future years.
Absolutely. And depending on how the clock situation gets managed, this should be kind of the final drive of the game here. Ponies, they're going to come out victorious in this one, 42-8. Like I said before, they are going to await the winner of that Old Town MCI game. Old Town was up in that one. Be interested to see how that one continues to make its way. I want to thank you all again. We're not signing off quite yet, but I want to thank you all again for joining us here on the broadcast. It's always a pleasure to be able to bring you these Maine high school football games and sports in general. Mark had field hockey action earlier tonight. Ton of fun. Always a pleasure, and thank you for joining, and thank the athletes for what they do out there on the field.
Yes, it's been a lot of fun this whole fall season. We're not done yet. Jeez.
Good hard run there. Hutchinson able to get near the first down marker. Both sides going to line up. I think technically you should have to snap this ball. We'll see if that becomes a requirement here as he was tackled right around the 42-second mark. In any case, that is probably going to be, if not the second to last play that is required to be run. Now they're going to say that they're good. So that's going to be the final play of the game here, Mark. Final score from Foxcroft Academy as the clock is about to strike 0. 42 for the Ponies, 8 for the Belfast Lions. The Ponies, they're going to advance, and they're going to be able to defend home field in the playoffs again next week here at Oaksfield, Mark.
Yeah, and we'll be here for that. And, kudos to a few of these players. Landon Smith, I'm sure he had over 100 yards rushing. Griffin Caruso managed things, after kind of a tough first quarter. He managed things after that very nicely. And Finn Holmes did his thing. Silas Topolsky had a good game, too.
Absolutely. And thank you all again for joining us one final time. Foxcroft Academy, they're going to advance to the semifinals with a 42-8 victory over the Belfast Lions. Thank you again. Signing off.
this year.